Welcome back. Now in this video, we're going to work with the File menu of the Snagit editor. And to do that, we're first going to go to the left-hand corner. We're then going to go to the File area. Now, one of the first things you're going to see here is that you can open up what's called either a new image or a new capture. Now, new capture is going to bring the selection bars for a new capture. However, a new image gives you a new canvas where you can place other content that you have either already created or you can create new content. So we're going to click New Image. What we can do then is we can determine the size of our image and the color of the background. Now in those cases, what you're going to do is you're going to create a transparent background. And you're going to see that here with the checkered indicator. So we can determine that we want our image to be 500 pixels by 500 pixels. We can write that in. Once we have it, we can then click Create. That's going to give us a new canvas. And basically what we can do then in this canvas is we can start creating content inside of here or creating an image that we want to have. What we can also do is we can open up recent captures that we've already done. So what you're going to want to do is you'll notice here that your captures are being stated in terms of date. And so this is an indicator that what you want to do is when you complete a capture is to rename the file so that you'll have it, and if you want to use it again, you'll be able to go back and use Snagit to find it again. The file command allows you to duplicate a capture. So if you're working with something and what you want to do is you want to duplicate it so you'll have it for later, you can click this duplicate button. That's going to duplicate what's on your canvas, and then you can save it as another file. What you can also do is you can import content from either Google Drive or from OneDrive, as well as being able to export content. So for example, if you have your Google Drive connected, what you're going to do is to go to this import command. You're then going to click on Import from Google Drive. And if you have a file that is an image file, you can typically click on top of that file and then click on the Import button to bring it into your Snagit editor. And we now have our content to work with on our canvas. In the same vein, we can export content. So for example, if we click this export button, we can export any content that we've already saved. Now let's close out of this image, and let's assume then that what we're going to do is we're going to save this file that we are currently working with. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our file, we're going to go back to our export command, and we're going to see our file here in this area. We can add in any other files from any other locations that we want. And so we're going to go through the prompts. Once we have this export, we're going to choose effects in order to add to it. For example, even if what we wanted to do was to rotate our image 90 degrees clockwise, we can apply that when we export the file. What we're going to do is we're going to choose the area where we want the file to be exported, as well as the format we want it to be exported in. We can determine what the file name is going to be. In other words, we can keep the file name or we can create an automatic file name. If we go into the options, we can change the file name and the numbering. We'll then click OK. Then we'll click Next. And then we'll be able to export our file to a place that we'll be able to use it later. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.